Okay, so today we're going to be programming our 9-axis turn mill. So first I'm going to come over to turn mill and then create new document. Then I'm going to want to import a solid model because that's what we're going to be programming off of. So file, then import. You guys can't see it, but I've got the file library right here. Okay, there it is. Pretty simple part. So now I'm just going to walk through these steps. Okay. So it's just asking if I want to use the wizard to establish initial setup location and stock size. So I'm going to define my Z. You can look here that it's set up pretty well already. Might just keep it like that. Oh, just to show though. Usually I do this pick 2 points to define Z direction. And I'll just find some points. You have to go in the right direction. So it's going to be like that. See if I were to do it the other way. It would make that the bottom. Okay. Then next. Now the X direction. So if I were to choose that, I'd probably come over to this point here. And then this point. You can do points, you can do a line. But there's not really a line on here to do. Okay, now we got that set up. Double check it. Next. Now it's going to ask us about the stock. You can do a block, end-sided, round. We'll do round. Okay. So now it's asking if we want to just pick or around a revolved surface. It looks like it's in the center. Okay. I'll usually do this compute size from the size of the bounding box of the part. Okay. Plus or minus. 75 thousandths here. Back, we'll have something to hold on to. Maybe I'll leave that at like 750. And next. Now it wants us to set our datum. So we can just click on that. Makes it the end of the stock. Then we can move it in here. Do negative 75 thousandths. Okay. And next. Looks good. Then finish. this is just asking about features on the part, so usually it'll just recognize like holes. See what it does. Yes, next. Okay, so it looks like it's putting holes probably where we don't want them. And when in doubt, you can always play and see what it does. Come up to here to features/manufacturing. Oh wait, no, that's wrong. So home and sim mode, and come to 3D. Slow it down. Ran into an error. Counter bore. What is that? Oh, so it just doesn't have a tool for these. It's that hole number 1 drill. Drill and counter bore. Let's just put a random drill in there. So if you want to measure something, you just come to, let's see, home and then geometry. And pick some points. You want to measure 738. Like a 1/2-inch drill. Never done this before. Let's just pick something and see what happens. Brought up an error. Oh, we gotta pick a tool for this one also. Pick the same tool. 6875. Okay, so not exactly what we wanted. So if it does something like that, you can always just delete it. Let's go to hole 1, delete. Right click, delete. Delete hole 2. Then I can leave these holes. That part's kind of nice. Then you just don't have to worry about these ones. Okay, so to start off, we're going to turn this part. Start off with a face. So to start, we're just going to come over to features. And it's going to ask us if we're basically doing a live tooling feature or a turning feature. So we're going to come into turning next. Okay, now I'm going to come to face. Next. And then it's asking which direction. We'll keep it at negative. The thickness is 75 thousandths. Outer diameter. Inner diameter, we'll just leave it at 0 and just face the whole thing just to make it flat. Okay, so that's at 0. Look at that. Kind of left that stock pretty big. Yeah, let's get out of this. Let's adjust that first. Didn't think of that. How big is this part? Right, 70. So probably inch. So I just clicked on stock to come in here, and I can come in and adjust my sizes. Okay. Got it. Now apply. Okay. Well, you don't have to do apply. You can just press OK. Alrighty. Now let's go back into features. Turning. Next. Face. Negative. Okay. So strategies. We're going to want a rough and a finish probably. That tool looks great, but if you wanted to choose a different one, you can go to search for another tool. And speeds and feeds. Let's slow this down. Oops. Oh. Inches per revolution. Slow this down. Just whatever your preferences are. Next. Now it's asking about coolant. So I'm going to have the flood and then turn the tool on. Again, now this is the finish tool. So you can choose a different tool right there if you want to have a rough and a finish tool. But I'll show you another place you can find that or do that. Let's see. Turn the coolant on the finish pass. Okay. So if we come over to strategy, you can say use finish tool. Then you could just have the same type of tool, but it'll be a different tool. Okay, let's see what that did. Okay, so we have the face now. While we're here, I don't like how deep those center drills are going. So I'm just going to click on them here. I can come over to drilling and spot drill depth. Let's go like 50 thousandths. Do it to all of them. When you do this, you want to make sure that you click on set right here and then OK or apply. Again, drilling 50 thousandths, set, OK. See how that looks. That's better. And also while we're at it, let's check out this drill. I wanted to look at the pecs, how big they are. So to adjust that, you can come over to cycle. So it's at, 1/8 of an inch, 125. So I'm going to do 50. See how that looks. Oh, so I just did it to that one tool. Let's do it to all of them. Okay. For this one, we just have to click on OK. Okay. Let's look at that. Okay, it looks good. Now let's go for a turning op. Turn the OD. So again, it's asking whether we're going live tooling or a turning operation. Next. Let's see where we at. So turn. So this is going to be off of a curve. Sometimes the wizard will recognize a curve, but I don't know if it did in this case. Let's see what this is. It's I think that's a line on the model. So yeah, we just need to create a line to be able to turn the OD of this. So this will be simple. So to do this, we're going to come up to geometry. And then, you know, you could do this line, or you could do an infinity line and trim it. And that guarantees it's going to be straight. So let's just do that. So come here. Find a point I can pick. Doesn't look like the whole has. Oh, here we go. I don't know if this will work. Let's try it. So then we'll take some vertical lines. Pick this point. This point. Then we're going to trim it. Boom, boom. Oh yeah, so I just went into geometry. Just did the edit clip. Okay. And then to delete this line, so we've got that line. So we can get rid of these. I'm just going to click. And to be able to click on multiple things, you can press Control on your keyboard to pick multiple. See if I don't and click this, it'll unselect that. So I want to press Control, right click, delete. Okay. So we're back at it. So we're in turn. Go next. Then select the curve. Got it. Just leave that at 0. So rough pass, finish pass. I don't even know if we need to do a rough. It's, what is that, 30 thousandths? That's not right. It's not selecting the stock. Oh, 15. Yeah, we just do a finish on it. Okay. Slow this down. Let's try it. Turn on our tool coolant. Okay, let's see how that looks. And to adjust the order, because we're going to want to drill those holes after. So I could just come here and change where things are. It's going to bring up an error. Let's say okay. Let's see, don't show me again. Okay. It's going to go in the right order. Okay, so we'll just leave it at that for now. And we'll do a part 2 and probably a part 3.